go any better than he went in the last round. This time, all he can do is to go a little bit faster. He can't go more beautifully. I would say both Conrad Holmfeld and Joe Forges are excellent riders against the clock. I don't know, they've discussed tactics so much together that it's very, very hard to say who has the edge, if any.
Well, they both have a gold because of the United States winning the show jumping team gold. Well, in the three-day event, a team gold for the USA and an individual silver for Karen Steig. Dressage, no medals, and as I mentioned, a team gold in show jumping, Fargus, Holmfeld, Smith, and Leslie Burr. 6 fences, 7 jumping efforts because of 10A and B, and against the clock for the gold and silver medals. The finale here at Santa Anita. It's been a superb venue for the equestrian events. Where Seabiscuit became famous as a godless thoroughbred, a Ferns, a Triple Crown winner from here. Now, Conrad Holmfeld and Abdullah, that 14-year-old gray stallion, and they've only been together since January.
That's right. What a good combination they've forged in those intervening months, however. From trial to trial in the Olympic trials, they went better and better and better. At the very first, I think Abdullah didn't really trust Conrad, but now his trust is obviously complete. I think they raised a couple of these fences because they're jumping off clear round. So it's going to be awfully hard to get a clear round, especially with speed being such an important factor.
5 fences to go. Conrad Holmfeld. There's Joe Fargus watching. Oh, and the fence is down. At 6.
You see how critical the position in which you go can be in the Olympic Games. That does give Joe an advantage. He knows exactly what he has to do.
Third course. He's had to ride today. You'd think it'd get lost, but they keep the red to their right. Red flags at the fence. But even with that, you wonder.
Turning back now to the big combination at the end. Where does he dare turn to make good time?
42, 43 seconds now. Head-to-head, Holmfeld and Fargus. 2 knockdowns, 8, and the time, 51.03. 51.03 seconds with 8 faults. Now, it's very simple, isn't it?
That's right. Now he's in my spot. He's in the spot that I was in Mexico. Not in the jump-off. I was able to do that just in the second round. But he knows that he has a fault to play with. And he is such a steady rider under pressure that I don't think there's any way he's going to blow it.
In other words, he can knock down 1 fence, Joe Fargus, and win the gold.
That's right. If he has the first fence down, he might want to be a little bit quick and see if he can get the time. The time is not desperately fast either. Although notice that without ever galloping, he went in 51.03. If I were Joe, I would certainly try to jump 6. I would come a little bit wide to 6 and take my risk later on in the course.
Well, I didn't have to be reminded of the popularity of horses in the United States, where the population is 12 million, 8 million registered with breed associations, and beginning with President Ronald Reagan, he knows what the outside of a horse, making the inside of a man feel good. And with the number of fans here, your sport is getting increasingly popular, and we can all see why.
I think it's a fabulous sport. There are people who say this is an elitist sport and so forth. With all the backyard horses there are in the United States, that's nonsense. This is a sport for everybody who loves sport.
ABC does the world feed, and in the world there are 150 million horses. 150 million horses in the world. So, here comes that mare that we love, touch of class, and Joe Fargus. Head-to-head against his partner, his teammate, and this afternoon in this jump-off, certainly a rival.
Certainly a rival. Certainly a rival. I must say that Joe has been one of the most generous competitors you could ever ride against. He's always had a low profile. He's really been almost a self-effacing person. He's a very modest person, but he's a very beautiful rider.
Selectors this year, United States Equestrian Team, what a job they had. More depth than you can imagine, but they had to pick 4 in this discipline, and that was tough. They did it by trial This is one of the 4.
That's absolutely right. We had to leave 4 world-class riders in the East without even letting them come to California. And we had to leave a world-class rider in the stands in the Nations Cup in the form of Ann Krasinski. But we also have some world-class riders in competition. And here is a round that I'm going to watch with so much interest, I don't think I can talk, Chris. You tell me what
I'll
happened.
take over. Cleared 1. This 11-year-old thoroughbred mare at Santa Anita. That's the one that Holmfeld knocked down. Now he'll make the big turn, come to the fence. It was Mark 2 in the second round course. And then clear.
Still got to jump this big oxer. This big oxer is tough, and the last fence, 10B, is tough.
A rub? It doesn't count. It's still clear. 33 seconds. Now
She got away with that.
She got away.
She's just skimming over the fences behind, but she's leaving them all up, and she's doing it in a beautiful style. Where is he going to turn back to this big combination?
He's going to take a big bend.
He's going for the clear round. He's going to let the time take care of itself, and that's the smart move to make.
There it is, gold medal. Silver for Holmfeld, bronze for Robiani.
You know what that means, Chris? That means that in 5 rounds in the Olympic Games, over enormous fences, he's never had a single fence down.
Let's listen. There is no venue for the applause as explosive as here. It's like being at Carnegie Hall following a performance by a wonderful artist. Has been this week, Joe Parsons. 2 gold medals, team and individual.
Yes, I correct myself. We have the 1 fence down, but what a wonderful performance this mare has put up this week. Just unbelievable. All 16 hands of her. She probably doesn't weigh 1,000 pounds.
His partner and teammate, Conrad Holmfeld, waiting for him. Look at that smile and side to side. Thus, the equestrian events have ended. Only the medals presented. And the United States equestrian team, the coaches, the grooms, they must be congratulated because they practically swept it all except dressage.
You see, everything together, it would be wrong if you wouldn't have won it. It would have, really.
Now there's Holmfeld.